refused in the lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is against him.
This cherry.
At the resumed hearing in the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday, Justice Binta Nyako said she was going to recuse herself from the trial. Recuse, as defined by the Law.com dictionary, means to refuse to be a judge or for a judge to agree to a request by one of the parties to step aside in a lawsuit or appeal because of a conflict of interest or other good reasons, acquaintanceship with one of the parties, for example. It also applies to a judge or prosecutor being removed. Nyanko's response to recuse herself from the trial followed Kanu's request in the open court that the trial judge recuse herself from his trial since she has refused to obey the orders of the Supreme Court. Kanu is being prosecuted by the federal government on a 7-count boarding on terrorism. Kanu stated that he had lost confidence in the court and that the trial judge should recuse herself from his trial. Meanwhile, Justice Nyako replied that she would be happy to do just that. She added that she would be sending Kanu's case file back to the chief judge for it to be reassigned. Meanwhile, Kanu ordered his counsel, Aloy Ejimako, to sit down while he was trying to persuade the court to suspend the trial on the basis that his client was denied the opportunity to prepare his defense. Kanu referred to the Supreme Court judgment where alleged bias against the judge was raised. "Sit down, I say, you should sit down," Kanu had yelled at his lawyer. Speaking further, he said, "My lord, I have no confidence in this court anymore, and I ask you to recuse yourself because you did not abide by the decision of the Supreme Court. I can understand it if the DSS refuses to obey a court order, but for this court to refuse to obey an order of the Supreme Court is regrettable. I am asking you to recuse yourself from this case." The prosecution counsel, Adegboyega Awomolo San, however, tried to urge Justice Nyako to proceed with the trial, but she responded that she had been minded to recuse herself from the case. "I hereby recuse myself and remit the case file back to the chief judge," she declared.